hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So a representation and a warranty, they're two separate things. Representation is, for example, Brian, my name is Mike Kuzma, and I am a licensed attorney in the great state of Nebraska. That's a representation. So what I'm telling you is who I am and what my license is, and that I'm in good standing. It's called a representation. And the warranty is I'm promising that that's true. And so when you get into, and so then when you get into running the business, and you discover that, things are not true. For example, I've got a transaction, I mentioned this in our pre-call. It's a real estate transaction, but one of the representations and warranties in this one was that all of the tenants are paying rent. That makes sense, right? Like that seems like a pretty reasonable thing in that sale to say. Well, the seller, whether through intentional, intentionally doing it or just not verifying, well, it turns out one of the tenants, and this is a commercial property, but it was nearly $300,000 behind on rent. And so that's an example of a representation and warranty. Had my buyer known that, no, not all of the tenants are paying rent, we wouldn't have paid that multiple. And so that's a way that you can hold sellers to account if they, by negligence or purposeful omission, leave out those really important details. But then for any of the buyers listening to this, it's important for them to note that, like, when you get into these deals, you want to be sure to have, your ducks in a row, use your advisors, and make sure. So in my real estate deal, if my buyer had known that that the tenant in question of this center was not paying rent, we would have had to discount the price for what we would have paid.
So they paid more than they should have, and so you have to go back in after the fact and maybe have to file some litigation or something.
Yep. And that's exactly what happened here. And many entrepreneurs have read Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad. I hate that book.